Attention, forward-thinking business leaders. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of success and propel your organization to new heights? Then mark your calendars, because an exclusive opportunity awaits you. Introducing the Center for Public Service Productivity and Development Membership Workshop, the ultimate event for business owners, CEOs, directors, managers and decision-makers like you. Join us for a transformative experience that will revolutionize your business organizational strategies. Imagine being in the presence of industry pioneers, thought leaders, and visionaries who have achieved remarkable success. At our workshop, you'll gain direct access to their invaluable insights, innovative strategies, and proven techniques. This isn't just another conference. Our workshop is designed to ignite inspiration, foster collaboration, and provide you with practical tools you can implement immediately. Network with like-minded professionals, exchange ideas, and forge powerful connections that will impact your business for years to come. A direct involvement of being a member of senior professionals. Don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity to take your business career to the next level. Seats are limited, so secure your spot today. For physical participation, venue, Sheraton Lagos Hotel Ikeja, Lagos. For virtual participation, live via Zoom. Visit our website at www.centerforproductivity.org. Reserve your spot now. Contact us, info@centerforproductivity.org +2348035878800.
The topic for today's public discourse is the productivity gap. Why busy employees are not always effective. The productivity gap. Why busy employees are not always effective. At the end of this lecture, participants should be able to differentiate between activity and true productivity, identify the major cause of low productivity, and understand the impact of poor work systems on performance. Yes, they should also be able to apply effective prioritization techniques and implement productivity systems and frameworks, improve focus and reduce workplace distractions, and adopt outcome-based work practices. Understand the role of organization in employee productivity, and create a personal action plan for higher productivity. So, the productivity gap, why busy employees are not always effective. Yes, we are going to focus on the difference between activity and measurable productivity. What is the difference? That you are busy, you are engaged, but no productivity. We are going to look at the discussion from the angle of helping professionals rethink how they work so that they can become more productive. In today's workplace, being busy has become a badge of honor. If you go to most offices, especially public sector, anybody you see, he say, "I'm busy." And they are using the word "I'm busy" as an excuse of delaying work. Many professionals equate long hours, overflowing inboxes, back-to-back meetings, and constant multitasking with productivity. Yes, they work from 6 to 8 in the evening. They reply emails, whole series of meetings, do a lot of things at the same time. They mistake it with productivity. Yet, organizations everywhere are beginning to ask an important question. If everyone is so busy, Why are results still inconsistent? Every organization have the objective it is meant to achieve. If it's a private sector organization, they have maximization of shareholders' fund, profit motives. Are you making that? Are you meeting up? Are you increasing in profit? If it's a public sector organization, they have their benchmarks like healthcare. How many patients, how many individuals do you see in a day? How many kilometers of road is constructed or repaired? Is this being met or we are just busy? That takes us to the productivity gap. This is the productivity gap, the difference between being active and being truly effective. There are two being truly effective. A busy employee may work all day and still produce little meaningful impact. Maybe he's on his system. Each time you come, he pretends to be busy. On the other hand, a productive employee focuses on the right priorities, delivers measurable outcomes, and creates value consistently. So it is not how long somebody works, but the important question is what are you producing? What are you producing? It's more important than how long you work. If you work 12 hours a day and there's nothing, no result, it is of no effect. The difference is not effort alone. It is how the work is approached, structured, and executed. How the work is approached, structured, and executed. Yes. That takes us to the question. Activity is not the same as productivity. Activity is not the same as productivity. Many professionals spend their days responding to emails, attending meetings, handling urgent requests, switching constantly between tasks. But at the end of the day, they feel tired, exhausted, but not accomplished, not producing any tangible result. Just like someone sitting in barber's chair, rotating. Why is the question? Why is it like that? Why they feel exhausted but not accomplished is because activity measures motion, while productivity measures result. Just like in a football match, two teams are playing. At the end of the day, you will ask who won, not who dribble pass or who run pass in the field, but who won. So that is like activity and productivity. So somebody can be busy all day, but at the end of the day, no income, no result, no milestone met. So an employee can attend 10 meetings in a day, but solve no problem. He can reply to hundreds of emails without making progress. He can work late every night while key goals remain unfinished. True productivity is not about doing more things. It is about doing the right thing effectively. Doing the right thing effectively. Yes. The hidden causes of low productivity. We are going to see what is the cause of low productivity in your organization, in your company, in your establishment. The productivity gap often comes from poor work systems rather than laziness. Yes, if you look at this graphics or this picture, the productivity gap often comes from poor work system rather than laziness. You see by my left, someone that is filled with activity. There, you can see he has unclear roles. of what to do. He has poor communication of what he's doing and what should be done. He lacks processes. There are too many tools. And this results to, because there's of files, papers everywhere. There are constant interruptions. He is engaged in manual tasks more, missed deadline, and has to rework most often. So here, you can see that he's not lazy, but the systems are lazy because the systems does not prioritize what is to be done. There's no effective process. Then by my right, you can see better system, better results. The man there is cheerful because he has clear goals and rules. There are effective communication of what needs to be done, how, when, and why. There are streamlined processes. There are right tools. You don't see a lot of papers there and files. Most of the things are computerized. So this leads to focus, priorities, efficiency, impact, and growth. So this man here is likely to achieve more than the others. So look back now at your office, at your system. Are you like the one that is, the systems are lazy, or the ones that have better systems and higher productivity? You alone can answer that question. Yes. What are the hidden causes of low productivity? The hidden causes of low productivity, number one, is lack of clear priorities. Most often when you come to an office, you find out that you deal with things as they come. There are no targets. So many professionals treat every task as urgent. As a result, important work gets buried under the routine activities. There are high performers understand the difference between urgent tasks, important tasks, low value distractions. Without priorities, business replaces effectiveness. You can come to office in the morning, someone will come to complain to you what is happening. Before you know it, 1 hour is gone. Then you start watching news, knowing how many people that is kidnapped, how many that is released. Another 1 hour is gone. Before you know it, a visitor comes to say hi to you. Another 1 hour is gone. Before you know it, evening has come. It is because there is no prioritization. You will be busy, exhausted, but not effective. Another cause of low productivity is constant interruptions. Like I have said, you keep receiving barrage of emails, phone calls, notifications, checking your Facebook, X, Twitter, unnecessary meetings. This destroys focus. Research consistently shows that interrupted work reduces concentration and increases mistakes. Professionals who produce meaningful results intentionally protect their focus time. Last time, we discussed on a method, a productivity method that is called batching and Promado, which we said you have a batch of 25 minutes work. After 25 minutes of whatever you are doing, you can use 5 minutes and rest. And when you go through the circle 4 times, you can rest for 30 minutes. Pomodoro technique. So if you have such focus, even if they are phone calls, email, you leave them until you finish that period of focus. But if you don't have it, you will constantly be interrupted and you will achieve less and less. Another hidden cause of low productivity is poor time management habit. Many people plan their work poorly. They come to a day today without knowing what to do. Whereas the best habit will be planning today what you are going to do tomorrow. They start the day reactively. Whatever comes, they track it, they do it. They multitask excessively and lose a lot of time because of switching from one role to another. This delay critical assignments. They spend too much time on low impact work. And time management is not just simply about managing hours. It is about managing energy, attention, and priorities. Because the time you spend on meetings, on discussing national issues, on discussing other things that are not related to your critical assignments will exhaust you, take your energy and attention, leaving you with little to focus on your critical assignments. Another hidden cause of low productivity is lack of productivity systems. Yes, highly productive professionals rarely rely on memory or motivation alone. You come to work, it is the thing you remember you will do. But if you have written down your target for a week, you will first start with the higher priority areas, which is at times not easy to start. It is easy to postpone the high priority area and start with things that are not important. So we should learn to plan, structured planning, also do task batching. We're going to look at task batching more and track our performance on a daily basis. Set goals, regular reviews and adjustments. Systems create consistency. With system, work becomes chaotic and reactive. Yes, look at task batching. How to batch your tasks. You use simple method, 3 steps. One, you list all your tasks. Then you categorize them. Categorizing them means by important, priority, urgent, and things like that. Then next is you group the task. So grouping the task means putting them into similar ones. Maybe replying emails, you group all the emails together to reply. Maybe making sales call, making calls, you group all together. So similar tasks are done at the same time to save cost and time of switching. Next, that is important. Here looks at the benefit of batching, task batching, which we have said earlier. You group similar tasks and do them together. By so you will get more done. What is it? Task batching means grouping similar tasks and doing them in a dedicated block of time. Let's say you dedicate 2 hours to reply emails, 2 hours to make sales call, another 2 hours to supervise what your subordinates are doing. By so doing, reduce the context of switching from one role to another. You improve focus and quality. You save time and energy, and you boost productivity. Remember, if you learn this and you don't apply it, it will not translate to productivity, except you apply them. Next is performance tracking. Performance tracking. What is it? Tracking is the regular measurement of your work, the progress and results to stay tracked and achieve your goal. So you must measure regularly, daily, weekly, monthly, what you are doing, what your team is doing, where they are. This also matters because they help you to stay focused, you measure progress, you identify gaps, and you improve and achieve more. Because what cannot be measured, you cannot quantify it or know whether it's achieving result or not. Information, our members, that is CeProd members, will receive free slides and recorded video of this lecture, while non-members will receive just the video alone. You can send a chat in the message room for your free materials. You put your full name, email, phone number. If you want certificate as an evidence that you attended this course, you can also indicate in the chat room. E-certificate attracts 5,000 Naira administrative fee. What effective professionals do differently? Professionals who consistently deliver strong results often share similar habits. What are those habits? They have goals, and their goals are SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. They have time to think about success, what success looks like each day, what success looks like each week, and they focus on achieving success. Yes, therefore, effective professionals, they do things differently. They focus on outcome. They focus on outcome. I repeat, they focus on outcome. Instead of asking, how busy was I today? They ask, what meaningful result did I produce today? Yes. That is why you see some employees, they are bodily present, but result absent. So in such environment, it is because result is not being measured. What is being measured is physical presence. And that is why if you are to do remote work, there must also be a parameter for measuring outcomes and results. Effective professionals also plan intentionally. They organize their work before the day controls them. They organize yesterday what has to be done today. They define their priorities early and they block focus work time. This reduces unnecessary distractions because they are focused. Effective professionals, they work smart, not just hard. Yes. Hard work is valuable, but direction matters. Working harder on the wrong activities only increases exhaustion and not effectiveness. Like if you spend 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours discussing the macroeconomic situation of your country, how the country is not working, what is wrong in the country. At the end of the day, it will not bring income to you, neither will it improve your situation. So smart professionals focuses on high impact tasks, what they can do to create value, which people will pay, what they can do to create value, which matches their KPI, that is their key performance indicators. They spend time creating efficient processes, that is how to do things faster and easier. We are in the age of AI. And normally, what you can do in 3 days with AI, you can do it in 10 minutes. So they take time to learn tools, AI tools that can reduce time, reduce their work processes. They spend time on continuous improvement. Because what you are doing last year, you need to improve today. If you don't improve today, with time, you will be analog. You will be out of business and you will be complaining because things is changing fast. So, like as I said, smart professionals, they do things smartly. They work smart, not just hard. Work smart saves time. It increases impact and get better results. You can see this man working hard, just like a truck pusher. A truck pusher works hard. So this man is manually rolling this stone and he's sweating under the sun. But you see a smart worker here, he plans better, he focuses, he has some leverage that is moving him and he's likely to achieve more. So if you want to work smart, you must plan intentionally. You must focus deeply. You must manage your time wisely, and you must work efficiently to deliver greater results. And don't take work that does not pay your effort, your energy, because you will end up being frustrated as a professional. So work smart, not just hard. Use better systems, better focus, and better results. Always think, how can I use a system to do what we are doing now? For instance, I remember 22 years ago, we reached people through mails, sending hard copy mail, and it cost more. We will address, like this invitation you receive for this public lecture, which would have been through mail. And a lot of people, by the time they get that mail by night post, it will have gone. But today, working smarter, we send through email, SMS, WhatsApp, which is faster. So, whatever you do, you must think, how can I do it faster, better, using systems? Today, you can send 1,000 emails at a go instead of sending one by one. These are processes of working efficiently and smarter. Also, as we said, smart professionals, they do things differently. They measure productivity. Whatever you do, if you don't measure your productivity, your outcome, your income, your growth, and that of your team, you have not started and you are going nowhere. At the end of the day, you will complain about macroeconomic indices and situations. At the end of the day, you will complain of poor income. But then, have you looked at yourself, how you measure your own productivity, how efficient you are, or you are just believing that by being busy, money will come? No, it will not. So, when you measure productivity, you will track your goals. You will track your tasks, whether they are being completed. You also track time spent in doing those things, whether it's commensurate with the output. You will look also at the quality of your outcome, because what gets measured gets improved. What gets measured gets improved. Like these pictures you are seeing, it is created by the use of AI. And that is why it's focused on what we are discussing. But 10 years ago, 20 years ago, one will be looking at images that he can use or get a graphics to do this. It will take more time. It will take more cost. But with simple prompts, AI gives me efficient and good images that I need to illustrate what I am saying and doing. So, like we said, smart professionals measure productivity. You cannot improve what you don't measure. I repeat, you cannot improve what you don't measure. And the quality of the life we are living today, your standard of life today, is the vision you had 10 years ago. And you are trapped where you are because that is where your vision can project you. You cannot improve what you don't measure. So measuring productivity gives you clarity, focus, and control to get better results. And what will you measure when you are measuring productivity? First, you measure output. And what are the key parameters? You track the quantity of work completed. You focus on the result, not just effort. And when you get the output that you have identified, the output can be the goods you produce, the services you render in monetary terms. For those in public sector, like hospital, how many patients you are seeing in a day, how you have reduced the incidence of communicable diseases, and so forth. Now, when you got the output, the next thing is that you measure the time utilization. See how your time is spent. You focus on more on high impact activities. You focus also on quality. You measure how deeply. You focus on how few distractions you have. Also, the outcome and the impact. You evaluate the impact of your work and focus on the outcome that matters. What outcome matters to your organization? What outcome matters to you as an individual? What outcome matters as a key performance indicator? Then you track consistency. You track your habit, consistency. Are you consistently taking action that leads to the big result? Or do you take the action today, tomorrow you stop? So measure what matters, improve what you measure, and achieve more. I repeat, you measure what matters, you improve what you measure, and you achieve more. You will try this model and see the result. We also said organizations also have a responsibility in productivity. The productivity gap is not only an individual problem. At times, we say individual is not productive. It is not just an individual problem. An organization can contribute to how productivity is done. Organization can contribute to low productivity when they reward business instead of results. Like you promote people that are busy, not people that are delivering results. You create unnecessary meetings every time, meeting. Meanwhile, the past meetings that we have done, we have not read the minutes. The past meetings we have done, we have not followed through on who will do what. The past meetings we have done, there's nobody doing what is said, but we are doing more meetings. We encourage constant interruptions, and we fail to provide clear systems and expectations. This is how organizations can contribute to low productivity. So look at the organization today and ask, are they contributing to low productivity? High-performing organizations create environments where employees can focus, collaborate effectively, prioritize strategically, deliver measurable outcomes. Productivity is strongest when both individual and organization work intentionally. Like in most private organizations, they are what we call continuous evaluation, continuous performance evaluation through maybe weekly meeting, monthly meetings, and so forth. But when you wait till only end of year, like some organizations, before you do evaluation of performance, you find out that it will create a lag, because that means that you have allowed individuals to spend 12 months before you know whether they are on track or not. Modern workplace, there's the shift professionals must make now. The shift you must make is modern workplace no longer reward effort alone. Professionals who stand out today are those who produce results consistently, think strategically, and manage their time effectively. And that's why I told you before, as a professional, you look at the cost of your time and the cost of any assignment you are doing, whether it is worth it. If it is not worth it, you better spend that time chasing a better assignment than get trapped in assignments that cannot take you home or fuel your car. Professionals who stand out today are those who improve system continuously, deliver value efficiently. The goal is not to appear busy, as we have keep saying. The goal is to become effective, because in the end, organization measure impact, not exhaustion. Nobody measure your blood pressure for you, but they will always ask, what did you produce? Yes. If you get home, your wife will not ask you how tired you are. Instead, he will tell you that what they need at home, and you must produce. If you say you're exhausted and there's no money, it is also a problem. Now, the skill of the month, what you must learn this month, learn to work with top 3 priorities method. Before starting your workday, identify one, your critical tasks that must be completed. There are critical tasks that you must complete that day. 2, important tasks that will create meaningful progress. That is, those you will do a little bit that will be part of the progress to achieving a more important task. 3, focus on this before reacting to email or other distractions. So when you come in the day, ask yourself, what task must you complete today? Before you look at mails, social media, newspaper, gist, try to work on it. And after that, look at those you can do part of to achieve your reality or your goal before you now start doing the ones that are more of distractions. If everything feels important, if everything in your to-do list, there are 20, if all of them feels important, that means you have not prioritized effectively. Productive professionals know how to prioritize. They do not try to do everything. They focus on what matters most, and most often what others cannot do. They try to do it more than what other people can do. Like we said, because of those who are just joining, our members, that is CeProd members, will receive slides and recorded video, while non-members will receive just the video. If you have not sent a chat, I know a lot of you have done that. You can send a chat requesting for your free material. Send your full name, email, phone number. And if you want e-certificate as an evidence that you participated in this lecture, you will indicate, and that will attract 5,000 administrative fee. We normally hold this free lecture monthly. Last month, we had one. And that is part of the role of Center for Public Service Productivity. Center for Public Service Productivity and Development was established in 2008 as the first African public sector productivity and development center. And the importance is because of the concerted effort to reverse the declining trends in productivity in third world economy. Yes, where we measure more of business instead of productivity. If you watch in most African countries, the population is more, but the quality of life is low. And why? It's because the productivity is low. And that productivity, it is the individuals, the companies, the organizations that will do it. Companies like Facebook, Google, Amazon, one company alone that I mentioned have capitalization of over $1 trillion, which means that their economy is larger than 20 African countries. So that shows you what capacity and productivity can do if we harness it very well. And in the past decades, government have tried more to see what they can do in improving productivity, but all have not succeeded. And that is why developing economies keep borrowing, because they are not able to produce enough for themselves. This has made us to think about how individuals can increase their productivity, and by extension, companies. So CeProd show our members the best productivity principles, values, standards, and practices to enhance the performance of the organization and businesses. Our members understand that by increasing their personal productivity, they will raise their standard of living, and they will also contribute to national productivity by extension. Just as I mentioned, that companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, they are companies that have capitalization of up to 1 trillion. So you can imagine if we have such organization in Nigeria, the impact it will have. This is at our members. And what are members' benefits? Yes. As a member, you will improve your income by improving your productivity. And by improving your income, you can, because you know how to achieve more within a limited time. This will lead to improving your housing, your education, and contributing to social and environmental impact. Increasing our members' productivity also help their businesses to be profitable. Our members use the designation letter ACP for associate, MCP for member, FCP for fellows, and this denotes recognition as and professional competence. We also receive a monthly newsletter which focuses on emerging issues in productivity. both locally and international. Our members have a unique opportunity for self-development through frequent opportunities to exchange ideas, just like we are having now, and to update their skills. More so, we also have a program of productivity coaching, which help individuals to bridge their productivity gap. Your name will also be listed in our website. Now we have over 350 fellows. We also have international networking among business leaders and professionals. And there are also digital library, which contain videos, ebooks on different areas that will impact on your productivity. This is what our members are saying, like Barrister Ann Atta, former Director of Federal Civil Service. She said that the training has taught me how to pay more attention to developing and training my staff and create a conducive work environment. Professor Balogun Abiodun, FCP, Redeemer University professor. He said, it has shaped my skill, broadened my horizon, and improved the level of my professionalism. So you can have your own testimonial too by joining as member. CeProd productivity awareness. Apart from public lectures like this, we send hundreds of thousands of emails on productivity awareness campaign. We do free open webinar like this. We also have free productivity courses, free skill acquisition for youth, and member word of mouth, telling others about productivity. And we have publication in national and international productivity as a solution to low standard of living, as a solution to unemployment, insecurity, and many more. Yes. Like in national newspapers, News Agency of Nigeria, April 24, 2026, we have CeProd induct 23 new members, charges professionals on smart productivity for income growth. Leadership crisis, expert call for impactful change, Vanguard newspaper, July 30th. This one, CeProd bags international qualification assessment training accreditation, Vanguard, January 7, 2025. We renewed it this year too, our accreditation. This is at Abuja, Ekiti State Hotel, where we did induction. This is at Abuja too, induction. Our membership program, we cover 14 subjects, like ethical conduct for productivity professional, the role of CeProd in organizational productivity, how to improve your staff productivity, strategies for flexible working options, setting realistic productivity standard, organizational knowledge management, and many more that you can see here. All these are knowledge you require to become a productivity professional and to move your income from where it is now and grow it up to 50%, if not 100. And these things are not taught in higher institution. Yes, like we said earlier, we want to make impact. So CeProd is recognized international organization. We do not have honorary membership because we want our members to impact on themselves, the organization, and the economy. And the lectures can be completed both online and through interaction. And we have free ebooks worth more than $1,000 that we give to our members. And there are regular membership interaction. We also cooperate with some universities abroad to do master's, PhD in productivity management and other areas. And like this attendance to monthly free lectures. These are some values we create. This month, there will be a membership workshop coming up June 19. and it will be virtual. So if you want to know more, you can send information. You can send your CV to Info Center for Productivity or contact the number there. Okay, we have said a lot. We are rounding up. The productivity gap, why busy employees are not always effective. So in summary, we have said that busy is not the same as productive. You can be busy, but not productive. We have also said that effectiveness creates impact. We have matched these two scenarios, busy, not effective, and effective and productive. We say busy, but not effective. They are reactive, not proactive. But effective people are proactive. They plan ahead what they will do. We also said that busy, not effective, they are focused on activity, doing more tasks, but not right tasks. They have poor priority. They spread their energy across too many low impact tasks. They have high business, not impact. They feel productive, but output and progress are very low. They feel more stress, but less satisfied. Contrary to busy, but never feeling accomplished. But effective and productive people are proactive and purposeful, focus on impact. They have clear priorities, high impact, measurable results. They have less stress and more fulfilled. So which one will you want to be? Busy but not effective, or effective and productive? I know everyone will want to be effective and productive. That is why you are here. And that's why the time you have spent is not a waste. But you must apply the things you are learning to be in that place that you want to be. To be in that place you want to be. Yes, the gap is time spent and value created. Working more without focus, direction leads to less impact and slower result. So the lesson we have learned so far is that productivity is not determined by how busy you appear. Productivity is not determined by how busy you appear. It is determined by the value and result you consistently produce. Our final conclusion and final thought is that being constantly busy is not the goal. The real goal is to produce meaningful results, work with clarity and purpose, improve consistently, create measurable value. Because true productivity is not about doing more work. It is about doing the right work effectively. Doing the right work effectively. Many thanks for your listening.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chris, for that insightful lecture. I believe we all have learned the principle of being productive. Thank you very much, sir. So we're going to go to the question section. So if you want to ask any question, want to ask your questions, kindly indicate by raising the electronic hand. So we're going to take three batches at a time. After that, Dr. Chris will answer your questions. After that, we'll take another batch. So thank you very much. So on the first on the list, we have Ibukun Dosumu. Kindly unmute and ask your question.
I want to appreciate you, Doctor, for the short time I spent with the meeting. I came in late because of some issues, from network issues. I said, can the recorded version of the meeting be sent to us? Is it possible to do that?
Okay, that's well noted.
Yes, it's noted. Another one.
Do you hear me, sir?
Okay, yes, go ahead.
I appreciate you for the lecture. So I said, can the lecture be, the recorded version be sent to us, because I came in late because of some
Yes,
network issues.
yes, you will get a recorded version. No problem about that. Thank you. Let's take it one by one. Professor Abiodun Osiemi, we listen to you. After that, Blessing Obe, then Nkemo Osigwe, in that order. Then after answering the 3 questions, we will take another 3. So let's listen to Professor.
All right.
Osigwe.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me, please?
Very, very clear.
All right. I must say special thank you to Dr. Egbu. This was a perfect lecture with very good slides. He's my very good friend and long-standing associate, but I'm proud of you. What you are doing is actually very good. Okay, so I have a question for you because I know you very well. You are somebody who believes that there is something called return on energy. You are speaking on business. So this return on energy, and you normally talk about people wearing you out and wearing you down. I want you to focus on how you can avoid people wasting your energy or wearing you out, because there is a public sector and private sector. You may think you're accomplishing, but how do you know that they are wearing you out? The second question is, there are some communities and environments, their culture is to keep telling you, why are you stressing yourself? Why are you working hard? So it's more like a laid-back culture. When you find yourself in a community that looks like a laid-back culture, how do you deliver yourself? And the final one is that I have associated with you, you have associated with me, we have seen benefits in productivity. Should we change our group of friends? Should we change our office? What do we need to do so that we will get network that will encourage our net worth? So I thank you very much, because I know that they also make jest of people always working. You are too productive. What's wrong with you? So thank you very much. Those are my questions, and I wish CeProd many more successes. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot. Shall we respond? Let's also listen to the next person I mentioned, Blessing Obe. Dr. Blessing Obe, go ahead. Dr. Blessing Obe, are you still there? Okay, Nkemo Osigwe.
Thank you so much, sir. That section on task batching, that was quite profound, everything you said, but particularly for me, when you suggested that task batching are basic steps, identifying the tasks, categorizing them, and grouping them. Now, you know that in doing that, where the role of where do you place the matter of the right personnel to carry out the tasks within specified time frame? Where do you categorize the importance of the right personnel in executing those tasks? Thank you.
Sorry, please, can you hear me?
Please repeat the question again.
I say with task batching, you mentioned 3 steps that need to be done. Talk about identifying the tasks, categorizing them, and grouping them. I'm asking the question: where does the issue of the right personnel to ensure that the tasks are executed come in?
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Please, sorry, the network threw me out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Blessing Obe, please go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Chris, our president. I always call him daddy. Daddy because of the heart of a father he has. He talks with a fatherly heart. Thanks for that wonderful presentation. My own, I have one is input, one is just a little comment, and one is question. I'll begin with the question, which is similar to what has been asked. We are in a system where productivity is not a need. In a way, they don't value it, and it's very obvious. How do you penetrate into that system that lacks productivity? Is what I was saying is similar to the question the right person asked. You find yourself in a system where productivity is not as important to them as it is to you. Then the other comment, you made mention of structure when you were presenting, very, very important for productivity. And then you mentioned items that should be in the structure. I just wanted to add, not to be religious too, but to say as part of our structure, where the prayer, whatever religion you are, prayer should be number one agenda or part of the agenda in the structure, because it's in the God's word we live, move, and have our being. You may have skill, you may have knowledge, but we need the higher hand, which is God, to be part of what we are doing to bless our productivity, to bless our produce, to bless the work of our hands. Thank you.
So thanks a lot. My friend and fellow of the Institute, Professor Osiemi, talks about return on energy. Some people want to wear you out and waste your energy, and how you get about it. Yes, he is saying it for our knowledge. You know, I mentioned consistently while the lecture is going on that as a professional, if someone wants to offer you something that is not commensurate to your energy, just say no. Just say no instead of accepting it and wearing yourself out. Also, especially those that are in the public sector, I do not have I'm not attempting to disregard what they are doing and the effort they are putting in. But at the same time, a lot of people within that setup feel that they can get money without work. So anybody that they associate with, they try to wear you out by saying, go and bring this, go and bring this, go and bring this, before you get assignment or you get a job. And each time that you come, they send you back to go and do this, to go and do this. So in a way, they want to wear you down. So if you are in a private sector, you must not allow yourself for someone to waste your time and energy. If you allow it, you will be poor. You will be poor. That's why you see some professionals, well-educated people are poor, because they are in a system that people waste their time and wear them out. So you must make sure that at any point, your return on energy is high. And when somebody is wasting your time, you just tell the person, I do not have time to be wasted. So that, because if you have a good priority, you must have other things you should do that will give you better results. So Professor CME also mentioned about your community and environment. Yes. Complaint does not change anything. If you're in an environment that people always complain about system, complain about their leaders, complain about government, it's good to complain, but it will not put money in your pocket. So you must change that environment and associate with those who are working to overcome their situation and environment, who are working with priority, who are working for measurable outcomes to impact on their life. We have microeconomy and macroeconomy. I think if you do not take care of the micro, which is your immediate economy, you cannot impact on the macro. by complaining. So you must move away from a laid-back culture of complainers. When myself and CME discuss, we discuss like board meeting, what we need to do. So what to do, he also mentioned what we need to do to get a network that encourages us. It's very important. Yeah, you will be like the 6 people that you associate with. For instance, there's a saying that goes that if you associate with 5 people that smokes, you will be the 6th person sooner or later. So if you associate with low performers, very soon you will be the 6th person. So you must always try to keep a network that is positive, encouraging, productive, and so forth. Then Dr. Nkem Osigwe, my friend in Port Harcourt and man of God, he talks about task batching. He talks about if you identify task, categorize it, and group it, what of issue of the right people to handle it? Yes, that's a very good question. The greatest challenge that small-scale businesses have, or small-scale organization, is human capital, and not even capital. Most often, they have a high turnover of staff, and the staff also they have, most often, they do not stay long to be trained. So having people to delegate to is a problem. So what you will do is you continue training those you have and continue making sure that you have a system for training and you have SOP, standard operating procedures, which makes it easier to train. That's part of knowledge management, that you document your processes so that when new people come, they can follow the process you have documented so that they can replicate what you want them to do fast. That is just the issue. Dr. Blessing Obe, thanks also for your question. You attribute I'm a father, and sisters goes with fathers, but I don't intend to be a father for the public. I'm only so you talk also similarly the system. If you're in a system that is not productive and people disregard productivity, how do you get around it? Yes, how you get around it is you identify few people in that system that have the same ideology with you and start to talk to them. And also, when we talk about productivity in an organization, you have to let people know that productivity impacts not only the organization, but they themselves. For instance, if you are given a job that will take 8 hours to do, and you use 2 hours to do it, you have 6 hours to yourself. And you can use the 6 hours while in the office to do things that benefit you, like reading, like writing. I have more than 6 books that is published. So by so doing, you empower yourself more. We talk of artificial intelligence, the person can subscribe more. So when you to some courses that so when you make people to realize that productivity is not about the organization, it benefits them, they might start to buy your idea and they will see that you are showing them light. But if they want darkness, you dissociate yourself from them and just tell them good morning, and pray for them because they do not know what they are doing. You pray that God should help them to see the light. I think that is my answer to that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You are a
Oloyede,
leader
can you
and you are a father is a quality.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Oloyede,
Yes, Doctor, how are you, sir?
fine. Can you take up from here?
Okay, no problem. Please, we will take another 3 sets of questions, and then so that DG can do justice to them. Madam Doris, can you please bring out your hand? I think you have answered your question. You have asked your question.
Oh, we're coming back. Thank you so much. And
Yes, Madam Doris, go ahead.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon once again from
Good afternoon.
Zambia. Yeah. So, my question is that Doc spoke about the aspect of working smart, and the other picture he presented of not working smart, so to speak, to be more productive. And what I see in my environment mainly is the resistance or the reluctance to use modern tools that can enhance productivity. And mainly because of several factors, of course, especially in the private sector. How do you manage, or how do you convince, people to use modern tools that can enhance productivity? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Mr. Sheyo, can you please go ahead with your question?
Okay, sir. I really like to thank you, sir, and I'd like to thank everybody for being part of this program. I have actually learned a lot in this program, soft skills that makes me to be a better person, to be more productive as a manager, as business owner, and so on and so forth. Now, I just want to bring something up from what Dr. Chris has said. He mentioned that sometimes some organizations are not conducive for productivity and all that. I would also like to say, to add to that there's a saying that people do not resign or walk away or become unproductive, not because of the organization, but because of their immediate managers. That oftentimes a lot of people, or most people, resign from their positions, from their workplace, not because of the MD or the board of directors or the management team, but because of their immediate boss or immediate bosses who actually makes life very, very unproductive for them. Maybe by being biased, by being unduly aggressive, by being unfair, and so on and so forth. So my question now is, moving from comment to a question is, how do we address that? Because most times these employees do not have a voice or a channel or an opportunity to actually express this, that I'm suffering here. It's making me to think of leaving, or it's not making me to be productive. And there's a link between performance review and promotions and bonuses and things like that. Even the happiness of the employee. I actually have a case very close to me of a young man who is in the workplace and told me in confidence that I report to 3 people. And sometimes they gave me conflicting order. And sometimes I don't even know if I report to this person, the other person becomes very, very, very unhappy about that, and so on and so forth. And promotion came, and the young man was not part of it. And he said, I want to leave a very good place. He's constantly unhappy. So I just want to know, just to sum up, if there are ways that this can be managed within this lecture, or maybe there are tips and tricks that fellow colleagues can walk away with from this meeting. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Hello, are you still there?
What did you say, sir?
No, I'm saying Oloyede, our moderator, whether he's still there. Okay, I think next person, Sakaba, can you ask your own question? Ishaku.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, morning, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Good morning, all participants. My name is Sakaba, talking to you from Kaduna. My question is, I'm going straight to the question. Well, we appreciate you for the effort you are making to make us great in this country and to make the entire African region. Sometimes one could find himself in a business that is seasonal of sort. Maybe you could be producing maybe like agrochemical fertilizers or even selling water, all those things, producing and selling water, of which the peak is there and sometimes it's very low. So what I'm saying is that you may find yourself operating at a break even. In other words, you are neither making profit nor loss. And consequently, consequent upon that, are you going to close shop just because you're no longer making profit? Or do you keep the business running in order to maintain existing customers? Or what do you do? Particularly when you're at break even. But if you're at a loss, probably you might close and say, okay, let me wait until season. But this time around, you have some few customers that are there, but you're not actually making the target profit. So what do you do? Please, can you guide us? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Samuel Sushola, please.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good
go ahead,
morning.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Chris. My name is Samuel Shusoya. On the surface value on is looking at when we compare Nigeria or Africa to abroad, by default, productivity is not something to even talk about. It's natural. They measure KPIs, they measure your output, no matter the kind of work you do, even to the smallest cleaner, the number of units you need to clean within certain hours. So their productivity are easily measured. But Africa, or in Nigeria to be precise, my question now is this: how do all these our challenges, power outage, traffic congestion, poor internet, and other local challenges affect employees' productivity in Nigeria? Because when you compare the two, some of these challenges are just highlighted or mentioned, they are not there. For instance, students who are going to school or in university, if you look at their libraries, if you look, everything is just superb. So that's why most time when people migrate from Africa to the Western world, they sometimes do even much better. But going by where we grew up, while I was reading for examination, I use candle, I use lantern, I use all these things. So my question now to you, Dr. Chris, is how do these our challenges, local challenges, affect employees' productivity in Nigeria? Thank you.
Okay.
Doctor, please respond, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
Now, I will start with Doris, Madam Doris from Zambia. Thanks for joining and responding to your question. You talk about resistance or a lack or reluctance of most individuals in organization to use modern tools to enhance productivity. How can we convince them to use modern tools? That is very distinct. Now, this is mostly seen in the public sector. In the public sector, for instance, in the universities in Nigeria now, they are still teaching statistics manually on the board. But the statistics, for instance, they are taught in develop what? They are teaching data science now and data analysis, which instead of using board to write, you use systems. You learn like Power BI, Python, Advanced Excel, everything system-based. Then the lecturers that are teaching statistics cannot teach data science. And some of them, because they have few years to go, they will not want to go and learn data science. So what do? If you are a student, you will look for course that is relevant, because some private universities are already teaching data science, artificial intelligence, and so forth. You go there. Then you cannot change that system. Then, but if you are in power to change it, like you are the VC of the organization, what do? You introduce data science and leave statistics there until those people who are teaching statistics who don't want to learn, they will say that there's no student coming again. Then they will now decide what to do. Then it depends on your position. If you are in a position of authority to make a change, you can cause a change. But if you are not in a position of authority, there's nothing you can do. That is the truth. But if you're in a position of authority, you can cause a change. But if you're an employee, you concentrate on developing yourself and maybe making a better choice of where to go and deploy your new knowledge. That is my view on that. And Dr. Seye Obiseson said, talk about immediate managers who try to frustrate their subordinates, making the environment harsh and unproductive. Yes, what can you do? That leads us to a different topic entirely, managing your boss. And this is a different topic entirely. There are more than 8 different types of bosses, and there are many ways you can manage them. But if you try to follow them, manage them, obey them, and you cannot succeed, and the environment is toxic, you can see whether the HR in that organization can deploy you to another department. You can plead for you to be deployed, or you look for another place to go. I think that is my answer on that. Then Sakaba Ishaka from Kaduna, you talk about yours is a small business and you are in a break-even point, and should you close shop or not? Yeah, most small businesses, the right place to, in fact, when you started business, you'll be in a loss situation. That is the truth. Whenever you start a new business, you'll be in a loss situation. But when you move to break-even point, you are making progress. So what to do is to do an appraisal of your production, marketing, finance, to see where the limiting factor is. Is it in your marketing? Then you put more effort in marketing. Is it in pricing? Because if your pricing is also not right, no matter what you sell, you will still not break even. So you do a diagnostics of the situation, whether you need to enhance your marketing or pricing, enhance your pricing or quality and whatever. When you look at that, it will tell you what you will do, and you do it. Whenever you're in break-even point, the next situation is to start making profit. So you should not quit, but you should diagnose and put more effort on what to do. And lastly, Samuel Susanya, is comparing Nigeria to abroad and productivity. Yes, the challenges are there: congestion, bad road, power, and so forth. But what can you do? You start with your immediate environment. On power, for instance, there are solar rechargeables that is sold with up to 150,000 naira. You can get a solar that can charge your laptop, charge your fan, power your TV just with 150,000. You see whether you can get it. Then if you want to get more power, you try as much as possible to work harder and raise millions so that you can put solar that can power more things for you. By so doing, you have overcome that aspect. And on congestion and traffic, you can also at times have flexible work environment. You work from your home. Now I'm working from my home today. Monday and Wednesday, I was in the office. So some days you work from home, some days you go to office, and when going, you know the time to beat the congestion and whatever. You plan when to leave house, when to come back, and so doing. So by so doing, you will overcome. When we focus more on our challenges more than our opportunities, we lose focus. Why I'm saying so, when we talk about advanced world, VAT in UK is 17%. Here is 7.5%. So it's an advantage. Now, if you're also working in UK, you pay tax up to 30% at times before you finish. But here, apart from those working in the federal civil service, most private sector do not pay tax, which is an advantage. It's not that it's legal. I pay my own tax, but then if I'm an abroad, I will pay more than what I'm paying. That is the truth. So we look at our opportunities, our advantage. We have more than 200 million population. UK have less than 70 million. So our population is also an opportunity for us. So that is that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. We will take the last person. No, he has already asked his question. Bawa Kolo. I think you have asked your question, sir. Hello, sir. You can put your hand down, sir.
Hello.
Hello, Bawa Kolo. That will be the last question, please.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay.
Good morning, Doc. My own is coming from the challenges that the earlier person highlighted, and I'm thinking that he will give us some tips or solutions to overcome some of the challenges that will like promote productivity in the office. So that is basically what I want to present, and I also thank the organizers for this beautiful and very insightful lecture. I remain the Permanent Secretary, Head of Service, Borno State. Thank you.
You're welcome, madam. Thank you for that. Doctor, do you want to respond quickly?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Bawa Kolo. I remember you are Office of Head of Service, Borno State.
Yes.
The best way you can promote productivity in the public sector is through training. You have to train and retrain them and reorient them. And although you might also say there's hindrance of funding, but then you can send some people, few people, and when they come back, they train others. I know we have talked about that aspect, even with Office or Head of Service of Nigeria. We have taken the productivity training to them. But then, like as I said earlier, the problem of public sector is at times very difficult to solve. We can say it's a wicked problem. You don't know where to take it from. So if you train and reorient these people on productivity, different facets of productivity, and train them on the tool to use.
Yes.
But some of them don't know, they have the tools, they don't even know how to use the tools. Even
Yes.
our phone we have, smartphone we have, it's a productivity tool. The Pomodoro technique I use my phone to set the time, alarm rings, after 25 minutes, I do another thing. But most people do not know how to use these tools. You can use your Android to have a Google spreadsheet, Google
Yes.
Doc, which people can work together, but they don't
Yes.
know how to use it. So when they don't know how to use it, they must come to office before they can work. So
Yes.
if you really promote training
That's
and
right.
get them to attend productivity trainings, and we look at their areas of need,
It's
and
okay.
we train them, they will be more productive, because you cannot give somebody, like it's like buying laptop and giving somebody, a woman who is a farmer in the village. He will
Yes.
only use that laptop to
To farm.
show, I mean, to
Yeah.
farm. When
Help to
going to
farm.
farm,
Yes.
he will
Yes.
carry the laptop. And when people
Yes.
ask him, he say, "This is what my son brought from me."
Yes.
You see the point. He cannot use the laptop effectively. So please beg them for training. I know that in most public sector, people look at training as a budget for them to make money from. At the end of the day, they shoot themselves in the leg. You eat the money for training, and you work with unproductive people, and at the end of the day, everybody is complaining, and poor salary, yet no productivity. Then nothing we
Thank you,
can
Doctor.
do about
Yes,
it.
Doctor, that was the last question. Thank you
Yeah,
very much for your responses.
Prof,
And
do you mind if I, Prof, this is a special request from you, and because this is an international question, I like Professor Egbu. Now, Prof, I want to rest a bit to your answer to Doris from the Gambia, because this is an international forum. I'm happy to be a member. Now, I've lived and worked in the Gambia before, just to buttress your point. Now, the peculiarity in the Gambia is a little bit different. They are very nice people. They are not very aggressive. They are a tourist community. And so I understand what she says about the conservative nature, taking up new tools. What is the stress? What is the pressure? So my contribution will be, when you have to live in a country like the Gambia, you need to encourage participatory decision making, because in the Gambia now you also have banks, you also have international organizations that are pushful, but it's to get the buy-in, so it wouldn't be top down. I mean, everybody uses mobile phone, like you said. So in such a country, it will be to get the buy-in of the people. It can be high power distance, get the buy-in, take them gently, and not the fast pace of the normal environment. So in Nigeria, it's a little bit high pace, fast pace, a lot of people. So the answer therefore will be, get the buy-ins. It's called Gambia no problem. So get the buy-ins. The leaders also know that the power should be with the people and not them dumping on the people. They will resist it. And then slowly, people will start measuring the matrices. I lived and worked in Gambia. Nangadef. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. So
thank you,
those
Prof.
Zambia you come from. Yeah, thanks for
Thank
that.
you, Prof. Dr. Chris, I think we should call this a day because
Yeah,
of our time. I don't keep people here for long.
yeah, yeah.
Hello.
So yes, you are right. You are right. So Joshua Odewale should do a concluding remark for us. Joshua Odewale, our council member.
Oh, thank you, everybody. I want to especially thank the presenter, the Director General of CeProd, Dr. Chris Egbu, and the chairman, Dr. So we have seen what is on the ground, and all we want you to know is that CeProd wants to achieve the goal of building professional capacity for organizations and individuals by training and registering. And CeProd does not award honorary membership. Membership is by nomination and selection after training to become certified professionals. And at the evolution of this, it involves other things, because after you are qualified, you are entitled to e-books, just like we have heard during the course of the meeting. And so I want to invite those who are not members, but who are interested to get information from our website. That's the www.cprodnigeria.org. And from this, we want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity, and we pray that next time you will be members. And I want to thank all the council members who are here present, and wish everybody a wonderful month. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
So,
you.
the council
DG.
members that are around, please, you can introduce yourself.
Yes.
My name is Adeola Loyede, and FCP and board member.
Yeah.
The
So
DG is also a council member. Council member,
Board member. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
thank you very much, sir.
Engineer Dr. Solis
A
Akode.
very good morning. A very good morning, all. I'm Engineer Dr. Solis Akade, FCP. It's very great to be here, please. Thank you so much.
Also a government council member.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Please, my name is Dr. Kwachiamel. I am a lecturer at the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for inviting me. It was a joy listening to the discussions. I came in quite late, so I missed the presentation itself.
You can leave your okay, sir, Chairman.
Leave your email to the admin. They will do the needful. Thank
please,
you, sir.
Please, I've registered.
So you have registered. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good, sir. Thank you very much.
Bye.
So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
We're actually running out of time. Dr. Olu, thank God. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes. I've been finding it difficult to log in since. So it is just now at the thing when the lecture was about running up.
Yes.
My name is Dr. Olu, thank God. I'm a lecturer in the Federal College of Education, Technical, OMOK. I had my PhD in University of Uyo, Computational Intelligence. So this institution, they have been writing me over the years. And since they have been writing, I've been battling with my PhD program. So I can't key into things not until I concluded my PhD. So yes, I'm interested. Last time they invited me for honorary, I couldn't meet up. I always respond. So I don't know way out now. Now that I finally joined, if there is a modality to follow, then you can clear it so that you can follow suit. Thank you very much.
Yes, Mr. Nelson, please, Mr. Bassing, please attend to Dr. Olu, please, so that he'll be able to do the needful. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Dr. Eluku, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. My DG and council members, I want to tender my apology. I came on online, but the network messed me up completely.
Yes.
You know, at some point I was saying hello, nobody could hear me. The music was on. I could not, I had to reach out to Mr. Bassi, and he confirmed I could go on, but before I could come back online, the program had started. I want to really apologize for not coming on and performing my task. I hope I am not busy doing what is not productive.
No.
My apologies, please.
Our society is battling with productivity, and even where the network providers are not doing well, they see forces down our throat. But we thank God we are here, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Chris, any other words so that we can close?
No. We are done. This one is just hanging out after the church service.
Dr. Eluku, please round up for us so that we can go, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. On behalf of the entire CeProd, I want to appreciate the DG for an awesome lecture, a detailed step-by-step on individual productivity. Because if individuals, employees are not productive, the organization as a whole cannot be productive. And it has made us to understand that activity is mere motion, but productivity is results. On this note, I want us all, as individuals, as ambassadors of CeProd, to go back our homes, our organizations, our small businesses, even in our departments. We might not be in management position, but we might influence our colleagues positively, that by individual productivity, gradually it spreads. And before we know, units, departments, organization as a whole will become more productive. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks
From Zambia, we appreciate you for being with us. Thank you very much.